Hello guys, welcome back to Ikureku TV. Now, very quickly, for those of you who are coming in from Libya to Italy, sometimes there are issues that always hinders your confirmation to the right rescue, because it's not just about rescue. Libya also rescue people. So, on the other hand, we might tag that as a negative rescue. Because if the Libyan Coast Guard rescues you, then it's not going to favor you, right? That would be like taking you back from where you are running from, okay? Taking you back to where you are running from. All right. So in this case here of this particular video that I'm going to share with you now, this SOS Mediterranean on the Mediterranean Sea, that is a rescue ship with its crew members helping migrants who are stranded on the Mediterranean Sea to get out of their own sinking dinghies, or those lapa or whatever you might call it, has been attacked by the Libyan Coast Guard while conducting a rescue operation. Okay, so the news has been flying around, and the rescue team has also come out to explain what transpired during that particular incident. Now, it happened on the 6th of March 2024. That's when they are dropping their own statement. They said the rescue ship Humanity One was detained for 20 days by the Italian authorities late on Monday evening after disembarking 77 rescued people on board. On Saturday, the so-called Libyan Coast Guard had intervened in the rescue operation, which had already begun, using armed force, causing panic and endangering human lives. Numerous people jumped or fell into the water, and the Libyans fired a shot. The one person most probably drowned. However, it is not the Libyans who are being held responsible by Italy, but the non-governmental search and rescue organization SOS Humanity, which tried to rescue all the people in distress. Our vessel has been detained even though we followed international law at all times. We have been transparent and provided all evidence. Now, Humanity One is detained due to the Piantedosi law for a reason that none of the present authorities could explain to them, criticizes Leo, the captain of the Humanity One, in the port of Crotone. That is where the Italian government has detained the ship that rescued these immigrants who were coming from Libya to Europe. Okay, so Humanity One was first on the scene and therefore responsible for the rescue according to maritime law. I was personally in charge of the operation. We started by distributing life jackets to people in 3 boats in distress. If the so-called Libyan Coast Guard had not turned up to illegally return survivors to Libya, we could have carried out the rescue in an orderly way. However, because they were intervened violently, people jumped into the water in panic, and we eventually had to withdraw from the scene. I am appalled that weapons were involved and a rifle even fired. But now it is us who are being punished by Italy for our life-saving work. The Humanity One must be released immediately. This is the statement that is being issued by this rescue ship crew, that were on the scene where this issue of fire shot were fired by the Libyan Coast Guard. SOS Humanity will not accept this distortion of the fact by the Italian authorities. The event in the central Mediterranean on Saturday afternoon were filmed by the civilian reconnaissance aircraft Seabird 2, and the video was published. The dangerous maneuver and the threat to use weapons by the so-called Libyan Coast Guard, which forced the crew of the Humanity One to abort the rescue mission, are thus proven. Beyond doubt, the Italian authorities attempted to justify arrest of the Humanity One on the ground that the Humanity One would have caused a dangerous situation for the people in distress at sea. In fact, it was the so-called Libya Coast Guard, financed by the EU, who emerged the lives endangered the lives of the people in the water and our rescue crew. So that's what the Humanity One rescue team are saying. They say that they were trying to save this immigrant and it was going on fine. They started by distributing life jackets like you can see on the screen. But before they knew what was happening, the Libyan Coast Guard came in from nowhere and disrupted, even fired a shot. So they had to leave. But the good thing is that they rescued these people, at least 17 people. 77 people have been rescued by this Humanity One. Okay, let me play you this video and also play you his the captain's reaction due to the detention that they have received in Italy now. Now watch. So this is the...
They are shooting at
video.
Shooting.
You can see, if you look there, that is the Libyan Coast Guard. You can see.
In a dangerous maneuver. They're trying to interfere into the rescue.
So that's what happened, and like you can see here, this is the guy who was in charge of that particular rescue, and before the Libyan Coast Guard intervened, you can see what happened there. So the migrant jumped off the boat into the sea in trying to avoid being taken back to Libya by the Coast Guard. Now watch his explanation of what transpired. Okay.
There were like 3 small medium boats, pretty overcrowded and without any life jackets. We started like distributing life jackets to these boats, and then suddenly like a small tender, a small rib coming from a Libyan patrol vessel came fast towards us. They had a weapon, they had a rifle, and they like threatened us with the rifle. They told us to go away. People get scared also because they had this rifle. They shot in the water to scare people. People jumped in the water. So like in a few moments, the situation, which was, let's say, under control, became a mess with almost 40 people into the water. And we managed to pick as many people as we could, but still at a certain point, they again pointed the rifle against us. And so the captain decided that like it was not safe anymore for us to stay on scene and had to leave. And there were still some people in the water. I was disgusted by what the so-called Libyan Coast Guard did, because like the rescue we were carrying on was like under control. It was a calm situation, there was very good crowd control. It was not a critical situation, and their disruption made a total chaos. Survivors reported to us that a person was left behind.
Alright guys, so
there were like 3 small medium boats, pretty overcrowded.
So you guys can see what happened there. They were disturbed by the Libyan Coast Guard, okay, while they were carrying out their rescue operation on the Mediterranean Sea. You see, so I don't think now they rescued all the immigrants. Probably the Libyan Coast Guard may have picked part of the people. That is why sometimes you hear that some of them were rescued by Italy and some were rescued by the Libyan Coast Guard. You'll be wondering why. I also wondered why when I didn't have all this information about how the rescue happens on the sea. So this is the reason why you can hear that half of them were rescued by Italy, half were rescued by the Libyan Coast Guard. You begin to wonder how it happened. So this is how it happens. Let me know through the comment section what you know about sharing of migrants. And don't also forget to share like, and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.